looks like an Instagram model, taking Clarence to the Maldives and the beaches and all. Paid for his mama's house, this billionaire. Paid for Clarence Thomas' mama's house.
To us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum. Trust me, I've done them all. They are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
if he owns the bus?
Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of The Tank. I'm your host as always, Kenny Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the May 4th edition of The Tank. May the 4th be with you here on The Tank. Thank you all for watching. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Tank here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Alright, we're here on The Tank. Let's get started with the big story. The big story this week was two eventful events happened this week. We kick off things with the Washington's Correspondents' Dinner. Yes, in the nation's capital. We know that Roy Wood Jr., who's been a host of the Daily Show, guest hosting, he might be the next successor of the Daily Show if he keeps his act together. Decided to take some pot shots at some godly leaders, including Tucker.
But to Tucker's staff, I want you to know that I know what you're feeling. I work at the Daily Show, so I too have been blindsided by the sudden departure of the host of a fake news program. Tucker got caught up. Got caught up like that dude from Vanderpump Rules. Text message stuff. I don't know what Vanderpump Rules is about. I just watched it a couple times. My friends told me it's like BMF, but for white people. Or is that secession? No, secession is power for white people. No, Tucker Carlson is power for white people. No, that's white power. You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We got to get Tucker back on the air, Mr. President, because right now there's millions of Americans that don't even know why they hate you.
Brad, good morning.
Good morning.
Scandals have been devouring careers this year. The untouchable Tucker Carlson is out of a job. Yeah. Okay. Some people celebrate it. But to Tucker's staff, I want you to know that I know what you're feeling. I work at the Daily Show, so I too have been blindsided by the sudden departure of the host of a fake news program. Got caught up like that dude from Vanderpump Rules. Text message stuff. I don't know what Vanderpump Rules is about. I just watched it a couple times. My friends told me it's like BMF, but for white people. Or is that secession? No, secession is power for white people. No, Tucker Carlson is power for white people. No, that's white power. You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about that. But no, don't worry about that. We got to get Tucker back on the air, Mr. President, because right now there's millions of Americans that don't even know why they hate you. Fox claimed Dominion conspired with the Democrats to rig the election. And the Democrats should be flattered that they thought that y'all were smart enough to rig an election. You can be surprised. Some black folks might meet you halfway. But you got to tell the truth. You can't lie to black people. Call it what it is. Anti-CRT policies are an attack on black history and an attempt to erase the contributions of black people from the history books. That's what it is. You are trying to erase black people, and a lot of black people wouldn't mind some of that erasure as long as that black person is Clarence Thomas. Billionaire named Harlan Crow Flying Clarence Thomas all over the world on unreported trips, like an Instagram model, taking Clarence to the Maldives and the beaches and all. Paid for his mama's house, this billionaire. Paid for Clarence Thomas' mama's house. I gotta give it up to billionaires. Billionaires, boy, y'all are relentless. Y'all always come up with something new. It's not a big deal. Everybody got documents. Mike Pence has some documents. Oh, look, the Chinese spy balloons. You look at Donald Trump is the only politician whose scandals got spinoffs on Disney Plus. But the Trump arrest, it made everybody question what they believe. You thought you leaned one way politically, then Trump got locked up. Everybody started waffling. Put Republicans between a rock and a hard place. Donald Trump got locked up, and for years, all y'all been saying for years, we gotta get tough on crime. Trump got arrested. We meant black crime. Same thing with the liberals too. Liberals was all confused after Trump got arrested. We got to abolish prison. Trump got arrested. Bring back Rikers. I don't know about y'all, but for me, the easiest scandal to follow was the Trump document scandal. That was the one that was easy to follow. It was simple. It's some stuff that's supposed to be in the White House that ain't. And the media, y'all did y'all's job. Y'all jumped on that story. As soon as the Trump document story broke, everybody was down in Mar-a-Lago. We're reporting live from the documents. And we're gonna find them. And then we found out Joe Biden had documents too, and it was like, oh, it's not a big deal.
Roy Wood Jr. didn't waste no time whatsoever. Roy Wood Jr. trying to make sure he gets his point across by taking down Trump, Clarence Thomas, and Tucker Carlson. That's what's the elephant in the room, Tucker Carlson. You know, Tucker Carlson, we told you a couple of weeks ago on the take here that he got let go by Fox News. And Fox News just had to cut people for spreading lies because they were losing a hefty lot of money. All right, even President Joe Biden had to join in the fun. And he called out Tucker Carlson and another GOP figure named Marjorie Taylor Greene with this.
Tonight, but please be safe. If you find yourself disoriented or confused, it's either you're drunk or Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The president didn't waste no time whatsoever. The president taking pot shots at everyone, Tucker Carlson, about their agenda. I think Tucker Carlson might start his own something. He might be downhill with us, downhill on the YouTube or the Tubi or whatever. I don't think Tubi, because Tubi was associated with Fox, so I don't think he'll be associated with Fox whatsoever. But the president took to the podium and talked about his running mate and his vice president Kamala Harris, who right here had some like majestic dress on. He just talked about her and talked good about her with this.
Two great traditions in Washington. The other one is underestimating me and Kamala. Well, the truth is, we really have a record to be proud of. Vaccinated the nation, transformed the economy, earned historic legislative victories and midterm results, but the job isn't finished. I mean, it is finished for Tucker Carlson.
I think Kamala Harris trying to take heed to stuff like that, but you never know what Kamala Harris these days. So hey, it is what it is. All right, speaking of that, of the two eventful weeks, two eventful days throughout this week was another one in celebrity news. A couple of days later, celebrities flocked to New York City and went to the Met Gala. Met Gala, the big fashion affair where all the fashion crews and people go to the Met. Well, we see Bad Bunny, we see J-Lo. A lot of people saying J-Lo didn't look her best during the Met Gala, and J-Lo is known for looking her best. I don't know why she did what she did. Diddy, speaking of J-Lo's ex-partner, Diddy was hand and toe with Young Miami. As you see right here, I don't know why they keep on playing with us with this Diddy and Young Miami. What's the end game on this? Well, things were a little bit weirder as well too. Lil Nas X and Doja Cat decided to dress, and Jared Leto, all of them decided to dress as cats. Lil Nas is like a silver surfer cat. Doja Cat looking like she could have been Doja Cat from a past life, and Jared Leto dressed as a cat. I guess they was honoring that late fashion designer. He had a flair for cats, so hey, it is what it is. Even black celebrities, including Cardi B was in attendance. Serena Williams, she took upon herself to announce that she's pregnant with her second kid. Congratulations in tow. Speaking of new moms, Keke Palmer, she was there. She wouldn't have her family was there. Also, expecting mom Rihanna, expecting her second child. So her and Serena got something in common. They got 2 kids on the way. So babies on the board, babies on the way. Even this is more stranger than ever. A cockroach made its entrance. To the Met Gala. Let's take a look. Wow, the cockroach even and then he got killed. So he made his grand entrance trying to look for the food and stuff. That's what he was there for. So hey. All right, on talk shows. On the Griot TV, host Ebony K. Williams called out social trolls for the reaction of her not dating a bus driver. Take a look.
Your man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Ayanla, to how women need to, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? You. Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus,
that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem.
Okay.
Because the
know that you said
I'm not dating a bus driver. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard. I'm going to talk to Brenda Shea about that. Like, I mean, if the person got character and integrity and you got a vibe with them, I guess she looking at it because of status. We know who you are, but you don't know of you, but you on the poor man's cable. So really, you're not like on CNN. We could have been on CNN. You never know. But I wouldn't try to demean nobody or display nobody's character just because you want to date the bus owner than the bus driver. The bus owner might be a white guy, technically speaking, and the bus driver could be a black guy. So, you got to play the pros and cons of it, but at the same time, that's like somebody like, well, I'll date I won't want to date nobody at McDonald's rather than I date somebody at Chick-fil-A because they got more money. It really don't matter. Equal across the board. As long as they treat you well and treat you good, that's all that matters. And they treat you as a special human being. That's all they care about. I don't know why she even said that out of her mouth, but she got backlash for it. And we know she said that, and here's her reaction.
So out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time. So out of the 50,000, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that Black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning Black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about Black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either. Right.
You know, I get it, but at the same time, that's her preference, but she kind of like stepped in her own little, whoa, so gotta think a little bit twice in that. So, hey. Speaking of that, on Hola and Jenna, the stars of the Bridgerton new series Queen Charlotte made an appearance, and Jenna couldn't help but to say the word spicy. Take a look.
And this is spicy. Yeah. This show is spicy. You watched it with your mothers?
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
I mean,
just the four of us. No, it was separate.
But still, what kind of, were they, what did you do?
What did your mom say, India?
I mean, I think we wanted to bridge the gap and kind of unite with one another in a unique bonding experience. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of just get it out of the way. This is what I have been doing for the last 6 months. It wasn't awkward because I think actually she was able to look at it from like a artistic point of view. If you can do.
How about your mom?
My mum stayed completely silent, and then the next night we watched Lethal Weapon, where Mel Gibson's bum was out, and I remember, and then so the only thing that she said was, "You got a nicer bum than Mel."
Jenna Hager-Bush loved to say fun words, as she just like her father. She liked to say out the wall comments. So I think Jenna Bush Hager was thinking about eating something spicy that day. I guess or she was talking about their chemistry. Who knows? All right, we'll be back with more Take. Don't go anywhere. This is the Take here on Connect TV. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Take. I'm your host, as always, Ken Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Take on this Thursday. May the 4th be with you edition of the Take. Join in that conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right, we're back here on the Take. All right, let's get to news. On news this week. This is a first. Rapper Missy Elliott becomes the first female rapper to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Congratulations, and told the rapper Missy Elliott, who sung songs like Super Duper Fry, Get Your Freak On, stuff like that. Missy Elliott, well deserved. Congratulations indeed. Plus two, we're hearing Bed Bath & Beyond is closing. Wow, filed for bankruptcy. I mean, everything is filed for bankruptcy. Even now, we heard Jenny Craig is filed. Amazon and all these online retailers, e-commerce retailers, are killing these businesses left and right. There ain't gonna be no more brick and mortar. It's just gonna be e-commerce website. Here, we can get it to you, straight to deliver. You in the restaurant, you ain't gotta worry about a couple of people. We'll just give it to you and keep it moving. All right, and finally, the viral video of the week. Now, singer Omarion, you know him. He's been B2K fame and his own success in the R&B world. Well, he's known to have a hit or two. Well, but this is a good spot. His daughter, his family, his son, Mario, trying to promote his new release called something. I forgot what it's called. I'm sorry, Mario. But the star of the video was his daughter. Let's take a look. see his daughter start doing this, like she was into it. She's into it like her dad used to be in it like almost 20 years ago. Who knows? Both of them kids might be in pro. April Williams, April Jones, she got a dynasty in her hands with those two kids. Even the son laid back. Even Omarion trying to promote the single, and the daughter, she was the star of the show. And I tell you that the star was the daughter. The son was okay, but the daughter was more animated. I'll get that. All right, y'all. Thank you all for watching this. This is The Take. I'll be your host, Kenny Dixon. May the 4th be with you. We'll see you again on The Take. One again. See you next time.